welcome to this week's episode of SideLines. I'm Calvin Ralph, and Mike Sacco couldn't be here this week, so I brought along a good friend of mine, Josh Cohn.
Yeah.
Josh, pleasure to have you here this week.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Calvin. I'm very happy to be here.
And let's get right into it. You got some boys basketball talk for us.
Yeah, awesome. So the boys basketball season started a couple weeks ago. After the break, they have a 3-1 record. They actually won the John Carty Holiday Tournament. They beat Saddle River Day 79-52, and they beat Highlands 71-47. Those were two extremely high-scoring games. Great output by the Pasco Valley basketball boys.
Yeah, the team's playing well right now, and it's all led by the teams playing great defense, holding every win's been above 20 points, so that's really good.
Yeah, unfortunately though, the first game of the season they did take a loss to Old Japan 54-51.
Yeah, it was a tight game, but we can't win them all. So if the team will rebound and like they have and won 3 straight, and hopefully keep the winning streak going.
Yeah, I think especially with the boys basketball team, the home games are really where we shine because of our great fan section. We have a great group of kids that always show up. They always do a great job cheering for our team, and it really helps the basketball team excel. All right, I think that's enough for boys basketball. Why don't we talk about some girls basketball?
Yeah, the girls basketball team's gotten off to a hot start this season, playing some of the best teams in North Jersey. The team has played well, winning all 4 of their games by 20 or more points. The team's 2 losses come against Old Japan. First one on opening day in a 72-58 battle, in which the score is not indicative of the effort the Indians put forward, as they were hanging with OT for much of the game. And then this past week in the polo tournament, the other loss came once again against Old Japan in the 37-36 loss. And we talk about how the team now, with the injury to Shannon Clue, one of the better players on the team, that everyone has stepped up. The people that were on the bench stepped up and earned their roles, and the lack of experience that was last season has really paid off in this experiences this season.
Yeah, tremendously. I think with only 3 seniors on the team, Coach Jasper is really looking towards the younger girls to make a really big impact in the future for after those seniors graduate. And yeah, I totally agree. I think Kelly Petro's doing a great job, Toriana Tabasco. They're really stepping up the absence of Shannon Clue.
And even everyone's really, the leading scorer in every game has 14 or more points, and that's what you want to see. And you have girls contributing with 10 or more points, and everyone, usually top 4 scorers have 8 or more points every game, and you can see the Indians are really sharing the ball well.
Yeah, I think we have a great future in the girls basketball team.
Let's head over to some small talk with this week's Athlete of the Week.
All right, we're joined this week by PV swim captain Eli O'Connor, his second appearance on the show. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, sure. So I have a couple questions for you. First one, do you have any goals that you really want to accomplish by the end of the swim season?
I'd like to do well at states and to bring the boys team to the state sectionals for once.
That's awesome. So I know, during the meets, it's a lot of competition. It's a lot of, high energy. Do you have any pre-swim meet rituals?
I tend to be a very solo person. I try to get quiet and focused, sometimes listen to music. And then right before my race, I slap my body up a little bit to get the blood flowing. Mostly in the legs, sometimes in the chest.
It's a good idea. So I know that you were just recently in Florida over winter break. So you were telling me a little bit about how you almost saw DJ Khaled. Could you sort of elaborate to the audience on that whole experience?
Yeah, so as you know, DJ Khaled has been a very influential person in the past few months. His key to success, his chicken sausage, hash browns, egg whites, and water, bless up, as you know. And I know that he lives in Miami, so we flew into Miami, and on his Snapchat story it said, "Come to this address to finger lickin' to meet me." And right. I hadn't seen that until I left Miami, and I was so close to meeting my idol, and it was just such a disappointing thing. And now he's on vacation in Nevada, so maybe I'll find the keys to success one day.
So final question. So, the whole phrase Netflix and chill has been a really popular thing recently.
Of course.
Now, if you asked me to Netflix and chill, what movie would you put on?
I don't know. I know you pretty well. I think maybe The Notebook.
Notebook? I like that. Ryan
Maybe American Pie, Naked Mile. Tend to like that one a bit. Netflix and chill, I don't think it actually means Netflix and chill anymore. I think it means that we have to go eat dinner together.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
So, would you like to come with me?
I would love to.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I'll pick you up at 8.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good. Well, thank you for being on the show, Eli.
Thank you.
Josh, great interview with Eli O'Connor there. Second time on the sidelines. Really enjoyed having you again.
Yeah, he's a great guest.
And now let's head over to Jake the Snake Ferry in the Snake Pit with some hockey talk.
He wears yarmulkes.
So we're here with star hockey player Avery Zaretsky and
I wouldn't say star, but you know.
Mr. Modest over here, but
All right.
okay. So Avery, obviously you guys played in the holiday tournament this year, but it was a different one than you guys played in last year, right?
Yeah.
And now I know you guys won the tournament you played in last year. How did you guys do this year?
This is a pretty rough tournament for us. We saw a lot of teams that we don't usually see in the tournament. Last time we played a couple teams that we did see, but we had a rough start, but we kind of built off of that. We tied 10 to fly 4-4. I'm sure you get into that, but
And so let's talk briefly about the Tenafly game. You had 2 goals and you tied 4-4. The other scorers you had Aiden Tuffy and Matt Truglio. But let's go back to your 2 goals for a second. You are now, second on the team in points?
I think so. Yeah. It could be.
So, what do you think? Obviously, you've had a successful year. You've been successful. What do you think has been the driving key to that success?
I think I picked up my skating a lot from last year and my level of play, but I wouldn't be able to do it without Matt Truglio and Trent Shanley. Those guys help me out a lot on the ice. They're very good players and helps a lot when they're moving the puck very well and giving me passes.
And so you guys got a busy week this week playing St. Joe's on Friday.
Yeah.
And who do you guys play Sunday?
I'm not sure. Right now we're just really focused on St. Joe's.
So now, obviously, Tenafly, going back to them, tried to use 2 goalies in their game against St. Joe's. Are you guys going to employ a similar strategy?
I'm not sure yet, but it was pretty cool to see that.
But what do you think? So obviously Joe's is good, being a Catholic school. What do you think will be the key, if not to beat them, then to keep it close or to keep it competitive?
We just have to play strong defensively. We also have to get in their zone and try to move the puck well, get a lot of shots is going to be definitely the key. Just put the puck on net, scramble for rebounds. That's what we're pretty good at. Got a lot of garbage goals this season, so.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Good time.
All right, thank you, Jake, for that interview with Avery.
Yeah, really enjoyed having Avery on the show this week. Really fun. Now let's head over to our main man, Billy Lyons, with some wrestling talk.
Alright, thank you, Josh and Cal. I'm Billy Lyons here, sports writer here at the Smoke Signal, and I'm here to talk about PV Wrestling. PV Wrestling has gotten off to a pretty good start. They had their first dual meet here at the Valley against Indian Hills, and they won 60-18. A very good performance by the wrestlers. And then they also had some great individual performances in the BCCA tournament with Casey Lewis. He finished 5th in his weight class at 170 pounds. Matt Byer finished 5th as well at 132 pounds. Those two only freshmen for Byer and sophomore for Casey Lewis. So really good start for those young guys. And even Robbie Natelli, sophomore, 8th place in his weight class, 113. So PV Wrestling getting off to a great start here, and look to continue that success. They have a 1-0 record, and look to continue to strive to be even better this year. And now we'll send it back to Josh and Cal.
Thanks, Billy, for that great wrestling talk. Thanks, Josh, for coming on this week. Pleasure having you again.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having
You'll
me.
definitely be invited back, and we'll see you soon. And that's it from the sidelines. We'll see you guys same time, same place next week.
Yeah, with every less Italian host, the show just gets even better.